in the heart of a bustling African city, a place that woke up each morning to the sounds of buses, open markets, and the rhythmic calls of vendors, lived a young boy named Amin. He was only 12 years old, yet he carried on his small shoulders worries far older than his age. Amin was the son of a humble bread seller who pushed a small wooden cart through the streets every day, selling hot bread to passers-by. Amin's father woke before dawn each morning. With tired, cracked hands, he mixed the dough, kneaded it, and baked it in a small clay oven inside their modest home, hidden in a narrow alley. When the sun rose and people began heading to work, Amin would help him push the cart to the main market. His small voice echoed through the streets. Fresh bread, hot bread. Even though the work was simple, Amin was proud of what he did. But deep inside, he carried a much bigger dream. He wished someday to become an engineer, to build bridges, roads, and create something that would last forever. He often whispered to himself, "I'm just a bread seller's son. But that doesn't mean my path is limited. I'll make it, no matter how hard it gets." Reality, however, wasn't kind. The school was far from home. Books were expensive. Time was limited. After long days at the market, Amin returned home exhausted, smelling of flour, smoke, and sweat. At school, some kids laughed at him because of his worn clothes and the lingering scent of bread that followed him everywhere. Still, he never thought of giving up. One morning, while Amin helped his father sell bread, a shiny car stopped near the cart. A well-dressed man stepped out, someone who clearly looked successful. He bought some bread, then asked Amin, "What's your name, young man?" "Amin, sir." "You seem hard-working. Do you go to school?" "Yes, I try my best." "And what do you want to be?" "An engineer." The man smiled, an understanding smile, and said words that would change Amin's life. "Then don't stop. Every journey begins with a step, and the difficult steps are the ones that make you strong." The man drove away, but his voice kept echoing in Amin's mind. "Don't stop. Don't stop." That moment lit a fire inside him. That night, Amin made a decision. From now on, he wasn't just helping his father sell bread. He would become the hero of his own story. Amin began his true journey when he decided to take his studies more seriously. He woke up before dawn to help his father knead and bake dough, then rushed to school no matter how tired he felt. After returning home, he resisted sleep and sat under a dim lamp doing his homework. His mother worried about him. "Amin, you're pushing yourself too hard." He replied, "I'll struggle now, so I can rest later." But big dreams always come with big battles. Amin's grades went up and down. Some days he focused well. Other days he fell asleep on his books. A few teachers believed he wouldn't keep up. Some classmates mocked him. "The bread seller's son wants to be an engineer." "Go sell your bread, Amin. This place is for us." Their words hurt him deeply, but they also made him stronger. One evening, exhausted and discouraged, Amin sat beside his father and asked quietly, "Dad, do you really think I can become an engineer?" His father smiled, placed a gentle hand on his head and said, "My son, it doesn't matter where you start. What matters is where you're going. I believe in you, but you must believe in yourself first." That night became a turning point. Amin learned that perseverance wasn't just the ability to keep going. It was the courage to continue even when everything went wrong. Months passed and Amin grew more determined. But life had prepared a bigger test for him. One day, his father suddenly became very ill. He could no longer bake bread. The family had no other source of income. After school, Amin told his mother, "Mom, I'll sell the bread alone. We can't stop." His mother protested, worried. "But Amin, this is too much for you." He smiled despite his fear. "If we don't face the hard times now, when will we grow?" His days became exhausting. He baked, sold bread, studied, and stayed up late reading. He barely slept, but he never stopped. Then came the harshest blow of all. Amin learned that his father needed an expensive surgery. He froze, feeling the world collapse around him. His dreams, his school, his family. Everything felt threatened. He sat alone behind the school building and cried quietly. But after a few minutes, he wiped his tears and whispered firmly, "I won't give up. I won't let this destroy us." Amin started searching for any way to earn money. He delivered packages after school, helped neighbors with small tasks, sold more bread than ever. He had no time to rest. But he had something much stronger, a purpose. "I'm fighting for my father. And for my dream," he told himself. One afternoon, as he sold bread near a private school, the same man who had encouraged him months ago approached again. Surprised to see Amin working alone, he asked, "Where is your father, Amin?" "He's sick, sir. I'm trying to help." Amin told him everything, about the illness, the surgery, the struggle. The man looked at him in awe and said, "Amin, you're not an ordinary boy. You're a fighter. I will help you." In the days that followed, the man paid all the medical expenses for Amin's father. For the first time, Amin realized that the world doesn't always stand against those who fight hard. Sometimes, perseverance attracts miracles. Amin's father slowly recovered. But Amin didn't stop. In fact, his determination grew even stronger. He focused intensely on his studies. He studied late into the night, read second-hand books from charity shops, and became one of the school's most hard-working students. Years passed. Amin grew older. Everyone who knew him saw him as the boy who never stopped, no matter what. On the day final exam results were announced, Amin stood before the board, heart pounding. He scanned the list slowly. Then he saw it. His name among the top 5 students in the entire region. He shouted in joy, ran home, hugged his mother tightly and said, "I did it, Mom. I never gave up." Months later, he received a scholarship to study engineering. Years passed again. Amin became a real engineer. He returned to his city to build his first bridge over an old river that once separated poor neighborhoods from the main market. At the opening ceremony, he stood proudly as people crossed the bridge with smiles on their faces. The same man who helped him long ago approached him and said, "Do you see, Amin? This bridge isn't just a structure. It's the bridge of your perseverance." Amin smiled and answered, "I'm just a bread seller's son, but I never gave up." Then he added with confidence, And I'll teach every child here that the hardest road is the one that makes heroes. Never give up. Perseverance isn't having strength. It's continuing even when you feel you have none left. Amin proved that the greatest victories come from the toughest beginnings.